Hi, how are you guys? It's good to see you today. This is your first lecture for English 3013 in my absence. I will lecture on pronouns in several mini lectures, and we will of course also do worksheets as we progress with the various lectures and the elements of pronouns and adjectives. I'll do these lectures for pronouns and for adjectives. I hope to be back on October 6th, so please keep your fingers crossed and say a prayer because that's my due date to return to you in the classroom. Don't forget you have 2 exams, and I imagine that by the time you're watching this, those exams will be done. September 10, the introduction exam, and on September 15, the noun exam. The introduction exam is a daily grade, okay? It will be held in our classroom. The noun exam on September 15 is your first major grade, and it will be taken in the classroom at 11 o'clock ordinary time on the 15th. So as I hope to continue in my absence away from you, we will start with pronouns, the second part of speech that we'll delve into this semester. And a pronoun is defined as the part of speech that takes the place of a noun. Pronouns take the place of nouns. So if one part of speech can fill in for another part of speech, they should have the same attributes, the same characteristics. Every element of a noun can also be applied to a pronoun, okay? If you got the notes that I handed out in class, my typed up notes, you can follow along here and take some extra notes with extra material that I give you. The inflection of a pronoun is called declension, just like the inflection of a noun. Again, nouns and pronouns are kind of interchangeable, okay? Inflection of a pronoun is declension. A pronoun has number, just like a noun, singular or plural. A pronoun has person, first, second, or third person, just like a noun. First person is the speaker, I, we. Second person is spoken to, you. Third person is spoken about. The majority of pronouns are third person. When in doubt, say third person. I bet you're going to be right. Okay? First, second, third. We've already gone over that in regard to nouns, so I'm not going to beat a dead horse to go over person and number in regard to pronouns. The third element of declension or inflection of a pronoun is gender. There are 4 types of gender. Masculine indicates maleness. Feminine indicates femaleness. Common, there's a gender, but we don't know which one. And neuter, no gender whatsoever. A masculine pronoun would be like the pronoun him or he. A feminine pronoun would be the pronoun she or her. A common pronoun might be everyone, they, we, each, no one. A neuter pronoun would be the pronoun it, each, depending on what it refers to. Everyone, no one, depending on what's being referred to. Okay? There are several types of pronouns. And all pronouns also, the fourth thing that pronouns share with nouns is case. And again, very important. The majority of the pronoun exam will cover case. And you use a nominative case pronoun when it's the subject or a predicate nominative. You use an objective case pronoun whenever it is a direct object, indirect object, or object of the preposition. You use a possessive case pronoun when you're showing possession. And all possessive case pronouns, just like all possessive case nouns, are adjectives. Are adjectives. There are three forms of pronouns. Again, this is the composition of the word itself, how it's what makes it up. And the first is the simple pronoun, one word, one syllable, like they, each, every. Not always one syllable, but one word. I, we, him, its. Those are all simple pronouns. The second form of a pronoun is the compound pronoun. Two words jammed together to make a brand new word, like everyone, nobody, itself. And then we have the phrasal pronoun. Two or more separate words functioning as one pronoun. No one, each other, one another. Those are your phrasal pronouns. Two or more separate words. Okay? Now, as we're going along through here, and as you're listening to and watching these videos, don't you dare hesitate not to call me. You call me. I don't think I said that right. Don't you hesitate to call me. Please call me if you have any concerns, questions. What did you mean? Would you say that again in another way? Could you give me another example? Please do not hesitate to call. On the syllabus in your 3-ring binder, you have my contact numbers, my house number, you have my cell phone number, you have my email address. Please do not hesitate. Please don't. I'll be hurt if you have a question. Okay? I don't mean to abandon you, but this is just the luck of the draw this semester, kids, and I apologize. But you call me if you have a concern. Do not let there be question marks in your eyeballs. Okay? Okay. Very good. Now let's talk about what an antecedent is. And if you're following along in the the notes that I gave you, the antecedent is followed right after the 3 forms of pronouns. An antecedent is the word for which a noun or a pronoun stands or refers back to. An antecedent always comes before the noun or the pronoun that renames it. Okay? When you ante up in poker, that's the first thing you do. Antecedent would be the first thing you would see in a sentence. It renames pronouns or nouns that come after. Okay? Mary drove her car to work is the example here on your notes that I've shared with you. Her is the pronoun in the sentence. And what's the antecedent? What does her refer back to? Mary. Mary is the antecedent for her. The antecedent for her is Mary. Okay? Well, let's talk about the types of pronouns in our next mini lecture. Okay? So we're going to call it a day on the very earliest part of pronouns. Look over your notes. If you've taken extra notes to add to the printed notes that I've given you, look those over. Okay? We're going to talk next about the types of pronouns in our next mini lecture. That'll be a little longer because there are lots of types of pronouns, wouldn't you know? Okay? So I'll see you shortly and we'll talk about the types of pronouns. Thank you. Bye-bye.